Wow.
Hey! We're in Champagne!
Yeah! Today, we are in Champagne country, just 2 hours from Paris. So when my brother Vincent invited us to Cheurlin Dangin, which is one of the premium champagne in France, which actually he serves in his restaurant and is also served in all the French embassies around the world, the answer was, let's go! And what we're gonna do today is we're gonna harvest the grapes, we're gonna learn how it's made, and I think we're gonna taste a few glasses, right?
Champagne it is, baby.
Oh yeah, for sure. So let's go cut some grapes. On y va?
On y va.
Let's go.
Thomas Cheurlin, who is the owner of the Vineyard, told me that this vineyard has been in his family. These vines have been owned by his family since 1670. So it's a long time to have a family business.
Alors ici, toute la côte de la cheminée appartenait à mon grand-père Raymond Cheurlin. Donc là, c'est moi. À côté, c'est mon cousin. Celui d'après, c'est un autre cousin. Et après, j'ai récupéré la parcelle dans la maison.
So this is very much a family business.
Yeah.
So we just left a section of the vineyard where we were picking dark grapes or black grapes, and we're going to find out what that is. I don't know what kind they are, but I will ask. And now we've just moved to a new section because that one is picked, and here we're picking white grapes like this.
This is white Blanc de Blanc Champagne, which means it's a white grape that is going to produce basically a white wine. The 80% of Champagne is a dark grape that will produce a white wine, obviously. And that is only 20%, which is Blanc de Blanc. So that's considered by some people the best of the best. And this is what makes some of the best champagne. So if you see a bottle that actually in the store that says Blanc de Blanc, that's what it means, a white grape, white wine. And that's good. It's really good. Wow.
Exactly. It's a very good grapes. Just one, two.
Just a few dead ones.
Yes. Yeah. But just no problem. It's sec.
It's dry.
It's dry.
Wait.
Oh, this is so good, man. I will come back next year for sure.
It's just an amazing process. They are super, super efficient. Pretty amazing. That's the boss. He's supervising. And that's my darling. She's supervising me. Unfortunately this year, because there was a very late frost in March, they basically only have 30% of their production.
Usually we have about between 8 and 10 grapes, and this year just 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Then there's the truck, and he's just going down row by row, and he's picking up all the grape, and he picks all that up. This is an amazing experience, harvesting the champagne in the middle of Champagne country. It's really a cool thing. You know, I've lived, actually, I was born and raised just 2 hours from here, but I've never done that. And I was asking my brother, he lived his entire life here in France, he says, I've never done that either. This is really awesome.
So you know what? I'm drinking this wonderful champagne for years, but I've never been there in the middle of the field with the grapes and all of this. And I'm very, very glad to be in the middle of it for the first day of the harvest. And this is the first experience for me to be in the middle of this grape. I invite my brother and my sister-in-law Cheurlin to be there, and we have a wonderful day today. And I'm just be very impatient to taste this champagne.
There's plenty of vineyards in the US, but we're here and we're going to learn how they've been making champagne here in France, in this region, in this vineyard, for hundreds of years, and it's just a dream come true. The guys in the top level are wearing harnesses and boots. And I don't know if they're gonna just like bungee jump into the grapes or how they're gonna press them, but I can't wait to see what they do.
So we were in the vines and we've got all the grapes and they put them in those boxes. Now those boxes are going to be brought up top and then they're going to be dropped into the press. Once it's finished and pressed here, it's going to go in the room with the big cylinders, which we're going to go next. So let's go and check it out. On y va?
On y va?
On y va.
As the grapes are being pressed, I still have questions like why do they initially seal champagne bottles with beer bottle caps? And why is champagne considered the king of wines? And how do they actually get the cork in?
Ten-minute-old champagne. What's rosé champagne? This is the most refined grape juice I've ever had in my life.
Now the grape juice gets transferred to cylinders in the cave where it's turned into wine. They add sugar and yeast to ferment it and then remove the impurities. After 5 months, we have what's called vin de base, or tranquil wine, that will continue to age here.
You can tell in this white wine that it's a Pinot Noir is because it's got a golden tint to it, like it's a little rosé, and it's a Pinot Noir. So I've always known a Pinot Noir being a red wine, but it's a white wine. Thank you. I'm going to try it. It's really good. That's your work. Yeah, he's saying that's the results of my work.
I think I would buy a case of this.
Yeah,
it's good stuff. You do good work, Freddie.
Thank you.
Using the little chalkboards on each vat, the champagne is assembled in batches by type: premium, rosé, affordable, and so on. Now the wine is ready to bottle. But they did something that surprised us. They added more yeast and sugar and pour beer bottle cap on the champagne bottles. And it will stay like that for 15 months. That's where we get the bubbles. When you hold the bottle up to the light, you can see the sediment from the second fermentation. That debris still needs to be removed. We isolate the sediment by turning the bottles. This used to be done by hand, but now it's often done by machine.
So they do that with the bottle, so they start lined up. So it's going to turn a little quarter of a turn for 7 days until the bottle is completely upside down. And when it's upside down, then the sediment is in the collar and your champagne is pretty much ready to go. When the bottle is upside down, they're going to freeze the neck of the bottle. They're going to freeze it and then they're going to open it so that can eject as one piece without losing any of the champagne in there. When you see a bottle of champagne on the shelf in the United States and you see brut and extra brut and you're like, I have no idea what that means. Well, extra brut is extra sweet and brut is sweet. And if you see demi-sec, which you may see in a fine wine store, demi-sec, that means little sugar. So demi-sec is least sugar, extra brut is a lot of sugar.
This is what the cork looks like before it gets squeezed into the bottle.
Now we can put the real corks in the bottle and muzzle them in so they don't pop until you're ready to drink them.
angles for the neck. You can tell because, hey, they're curved.
To open a bottle of champagne, remove the foil casing and loosen the wire cage around the cork. Once the cork is exposed, grasp the top firmly with your thumb and pointer finger, holding your remaining fingers loosely around the neck of the bottle. Turn the cork slowly and gently, allowing the pressure of the carbonation to release the cork.
Comme ceci. Et voilà.
So wow, what an amazing day, right? Well, it was really, really fun to see how champagne was made. That's for sure. I had no idea. Actually, you know, as a French guy, I felt like I should know, but I did not know, and it was fascinating. So thank you so much for watching this video. If you have a comment or suggestion, you can put it in the comments below.
We'll let you know places where you can buy some of this darn good champagne. It's available in the US.
If you want to learn about the best desserts in Paris, check out our video on the desserts.
And if you want to find out where Parisians eat in the Latin Quarter, it's down there too. Watch that video.
So make sure to subscribe and click the bell so you don't miss a thing. And until next time, au revoir.
Au revoir.